Hey, welcome back. We're the Kanpai guys. We Kanpai, so you don't have to.
Unless you want to.
Today, we're taking a look at the Togouchi blended whiskey, aged 8 years.
Yeah, on a previous episode, we reviewed the entry-level Togouchi whiskey. Today, we're taking it up a notch.
So, David, where's the bottle?
It's right there on the table.
Wait, I don't see it.
It's right there. Need a microscope or something?
Wait, you mean that thing?
This thing.
That's like a toy, dude. What are you talking about?
What toys you played with? You were a kid. Not a toy. That's a bottle of whiskey.
What size is that bottle?
50 milliliters.
Dude, are you okay on cash?
Are we okay on cash?
Are we okay on cash? Is this the state of things at the Kanpai Guys studio?
Could be. This is a Hiroshima prefecture whiskey. So I actually picked this up on a short trip to Hiroshima in a souvenir store.
It is very souvenir sized.
Is it? I hadn't noticed.
Okay. Yeah, the bottle I picked up, the entry level Togouchi blended whiskey, I picked up here, not in Hiroshima. A standard bottle, I think 700 milliliters, ran me I think a bit over 1,000 yen, if I recall correctly. How much did this run you?
This was about 550 yen with tax. Insanely more expensive than the one you bought.
Yeah, that's like the price of a cocktail at a bar.
So this one, the difference is this one is aged 8 years.
They have more expensive offerings. They have single malts, for example.
Do the single malts come in this size?
You know, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Maybe in a Hiroshima hotel minibar or something.
We kind of covered the company.
If you want to find out about the actual company that makes this, please check out our previous video. That will give you a kind of an entry into this company. This video is just going to be really a tasting.
Short and sweet, or short and harsh.
Could be.
We don't know yet.
Could be. This whiskey uses a blend of Scottish malts and Canadian grains.
They import their ingredients from overseas, but it is bottled and aged in Japan.
I've never seen a whiskey in a bottle this size in another country, so I think this is Japanese.
Definitely Japanese size.
Certainly the receptacle is very Japanese.
Yes.
Almost looks like a little body soap bottle in a hotel or something.
It does, yeah. You're like a little travel size container.
Not in a nice hotel as well.
It's like TSA friendly.
Like a business hotel run by a 80-year-old man or something in Japan.
I just want to like get a little G.I. Joe figure and put this in his hand and like pose it. This is after the war.
Do you think any Japanese girls have bought this just because it's small?
Probably. Definitely.
Pascal.
As you can see, there's not much to go around today. So we have to be pretty conservative.
Luckily we only have 2 presenters on this show.
Yes.
If we had 3, someone's missing out.
Yeah. We splashed a little.
Splashed, isn't it?
We gave it a little splash in our little cups.
You're making me think of PBR. It's quite a strong scent. I can smell it from here.
I can too.
I smell it the second you opened it.
So before we dive in, I have some tasting notes from a whiskey database website. With the nose. Starting off with the nose, we have citrus, peaty, fresh grass, banana, pears, and nuts. Very interesting combination.
Fresh grass is piquing my interest in this whiskey.
Yeah, and it all sounds pretty like appetizing all
It does.
together.
Sounds like it could be like a very high-end dessert in like a Michelin-star restaurant.
If this ends up being no good, this is going to be very disappointing.
Let's smell it. So my memory is not super strong of the last one, but I do think this smells better.
It smells sweeter.
It's not harsh, not like Suntory White we reviewed last week.
On the harshness scale from like 1 to 10, this would be like a 2 or 3.
Really low down. I kind of understand the pears.
Yeah, I can too. The pears, the fresh grass.
Doesn't have any more peatiness than just a regular Scotch.
Right. I would say that the scent notes on this are comparable to some other budget blended Scotch whiskies in Japan.
So what did they say about the taste?
Crisp, clean, honey notes, almonds, cocoa nibs, and buttered popcorn.
Cocoa nibs.
Little bits of cocoa, I guess.
Okay.
All of that sounds very nice.
Not big bits of cocoa. Little bits of cocoa.
Nibs, whatever a nib is.
Kanpai.
Kanpai. Compared to the nose, it is much harsher on the palate and down the throat.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, a little surprising. I was
Yeah.
expecting something much smoother.
It's not so smooth. It's so interesting how like the nose is so different.
It's kind of deceptive, honestly.
Slightly shocking. We've had sweeter whiskies on the show so far.
I can get the honey notes. On the finish, I can get the almonds.
They said crisp. I kind of agree with crisp.
Yeah,
And that it's not smooth. It's kind of very like kind of a bitey kind of taste.
yeah,
So,
bitey like a carbonated beverage almost. Would you recommend this being served neat?
probably not.
Me neither.
If I bought it or if I gave it to someone else, like prepared it for someone, probably I would put this on the rocks. We haven't tried it on the rocks yet, but I can already tell it's probably going to be better.
Just a quick update on the finish. I can kind of pick up on the cocoa notes. I don't know if it's a nib or a chunk or whatever you'd want to call it, but there's a little bit of cocoa there.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with
I'm
it.
fine with it.
So the finish, medium, oak, vanilla.
What other word can mean I'm fine with it than medium?
Medium is a fine word to use.
We now have the Togouchi on the rocks.
Alright.
Let's check out the
Yeah,
nose.
let's jump into it. Come back. Ooh! Ooh, that's nice. Wow, it's like just putting this on ice is like opening the box and letting like the honey and sugary fumes just like escape. That's amazing.
Smells very good.
Now that's alchemy.
Sorcery.
That's sorcery. Wow, it's so different.
It is different, yeah. It's very refreshing smell, isn't it?
Wow, that's honestly one of the best scented whiskeys I think I've ever experienced.
So if it doesn't taste nice, at least if you buy this, just sniff it all day. It was still nice, neat.
It just
Better
smells like
on the rocks.
it's like honey and French vanilla, and it smells like a cake shop.
Yeah. Pâtissière.
Okay. Oh, sorry, yes.
A patisserie.
Yes, okay. I'm gonna dive in.
Splashing.
Splash
Go
in.
splashing.
I'm gonna go bake some cakes.
Go splashing.
Yep. I'm gonna go mix the batter.
Eat some croissants.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come back. Much, much, much better. If you didn't know any better, you would think this was an entirely different whiskey.
We've had a few whiskies that we put on the rocks and we were like, yeah, it's completely changed it into
Yeah.
a drinkable whiskey.
Yeah.
Like gone from like a 3 to a 6 or a 7. Just
Yeah.
putting it on ice. I think the harshness is still a little there.
Yeah. It's not.
It's really...
Yeah. It's not deleted. The sweet notes kind of jump up into the foreground.
Do you get any more of the notes they mentioned? Now it's on the rocks.
Kind of the almonds.
Definitely there's a nuttiness. Walnut, almond,
Yeah.
some kind of nuttiness.
Like vanilla nut.
Maybe that's where this popcorn
It is, it's quite the Moorish whiskey.
It is, yeah.
Do you think this would be best served with a meal or after a meal?
After.
I think so too. Or in a cake shop, or, at the toy store.
How about like Jack Nicholson's red jacket in The Shining?
Best goddamn bartender from Timbuktu to Portland, Maine.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, it's very comforting, like very like sipping whiskey, right? On the rocks.
My favorite thing about it is the scent. Much, much better than the entry-level, non-aged variety.
It is quite a bit more expensive, right? So a full-size bottle of this is...
I don't know. I would assume it would be 3,000 or 4,000 yen. 30 or 40 US dollars. Shall we look at some reviews online? We found one listing for this product on Amazon Japan, which contained only one review. For our first-time viewers of the show, this review is translated from the original Japanese to English via a translation algorithm. In the event of a strange translation, we will do our best to try to, as you put it, decipher the meaning with our infinite knowledge of bad Japanese.
Take the alphabet washing machine jumble and reconfigure it. So, as Alex mentioned, they gave this one 3 stars. Title: it's really nice. Body: it is very delicious, mellow and easy to drink, so much so that I thought I didn't need any more scotch. Mellow and easy to drink, so much so that I thought I didn't need any more scotch.
Meaning, like, they tried this whiskey and then they're set for life?
Yeah, like scotch to end all scotches.
Dang, that's quite the statement.
Or they liked it so much they'll just quit drinking scotch forever, so it'll never be as good as this.
So this is like the final chapter of scotches. You want to end on the high note, right?
Like you have your ultimate trip somewhere and that's just going to be the best trip, so you just don't bother going there ever again. Let us know what you think in the comments. So does it mean scotch to end all scotches, or just not going to drink scotch anymore? The only thing is, I can't open this lid.
Why?
I'm sorry, but I give up. How did they drink it if they couldn't open the lid? They said they gave up.
So obviously we have like the tiny, like baby's first whiskey. Like this bottle here has a pretty standard cap on it. I know the other Togouchi we tried had a fancy like gold cap. Was that difficult to open?
No.
It was pretty easy. Is this person okay?
They're not okay.
Do they need some help?
They need some help, I need financial help. The size of this bottle.
We are accepting donations for the channel.
Maybe like the Japanese was like, yamete. And it's just like when Japanese people like freak out and they go, yamete. But they already dekita. They already did dekita before.
Like, because they can't open the
Like
bottle?
and they open it and yamete.
Maybe. Another reason would be like, no. No, dekinai
Yada.
Maybe it means, like, it's pretty good, but once is enough. 3 stars. I'm okay trying it once. That would fit like the Japanese mentality on trying new things.
I think the Japanese mentality would fit. It's like the perfect whiskey because the lid was slightly difficult to open. I cut 2 points.
It's a mystery, we don't know.
They do love economical things here, right? Gonna have my like single serving thing and like that little like if you buy like a very big Frankfurt sausage and there's like mustard and ketchup in the same thing, you like crack it and it comes out in like 2 perfect lines.
Yeah.
Like someone engineered that.
Yep.
Probably a very rich person.
Yep.
So when they come across like a lid and like, why couldn't they get the hot dog dude to design the lid?
In England, do you have those like, for example, for like, say you buy like a chef's knife from the supermarket, it's packaged in this like pressed plastic shell.
Oh yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
only way you can open it is to cut it with scissors,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and like there's no easy way to do it. And like half the time you cut your finger.
I used to like push the actual knife through its own packaging when I bought that.
Yeah, I think that kind of packaging would result in like a revolution in Japan. Like people would not accept that.
And how many people have died trying to open those packets?
Yeah. Kanpai Scores. Neat. 5. 5 kanpais.
I will give it 4 kanpais. On the rocks.
On the rocks. Based on the nose alone, I would give this like a 9 or a 10. Combined, with the overall experience, drinking it, tasting it, I'd give this like a 7 or an 8.
And the price.
Like I'll go 8.
I was thinking the exact same score.
Yeah.
8. Because it literally became transformed with ice.
It
So
did.
it needed to double the score. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and please hit the bell notification icon for updates when we go live or release new videos. If you want to see more tiny whiskey bottle reviews,
Or if you just want to make fun of us for having such tiny bottles.
or if you want to donate so we can not have tiny bottles, you know what to do. See you in the next video.
Until next time.